Welcome to Athletic Primestars. At the very least 6 times every day, conduct a head count. He even went so far as to claim at one point, "When I swing that left hook, the human skull cannot handle it." Donald Cowboy Cerrone, who competed in January 2020 and lasted only 40 seconds before being taken to hospital and then being medically suspended for several months, can certainly attest to this fact. He was initially sent to the hospital and then found himself suspended for several months due to a medical condition. Can you guess the UFC star? Yes, you're right, he is Conor McGregor. So in today's video, we're going to take a look at why Conor McGregor can defeat every opponent. Let's get into it. Every generation and every sport in the world has its legendary figure to look up to. We're talking about the individual who has the potential to dominate the sport and transform it completely. They're a national hero capable of leading their country to victory while bearing the burden of the entire human race on their broad shoulders. That man is Conor McGregor, and he should receive a great deal of credit for evaluating the quality of competition in mixed martial arts, or MMA. He's widely regarded as the most popular mixed martial artist athlete on the entire planet and very accomplished combatant. Inside the ring, he exudes an air of invincibility, a quality shared only by the best competitors. And outside of it, he shines thanks to his notorious swagger and entertaining temper. Whether you admire or despise him, whatever he says is heard worldwide, and everything he touches is transformed into gold. He owns multiple records inside the UFC cage, including becoming the first fighter to win UFC titles in 2 different weight classes, and he also has the first competitor to do so. Below mentioned are the things that make Conor McGregor the most powerful UFC star who can defeat any opponent. Number 1. His focus and confidence. It's hardly an exaggeration to suggest that McGregor is synonymous with the intense concentration required to compete inside the cage. We all know that the ability to maintain composure in high-pressure situations differentiates truly greats from those who are merely above average. Conor is undisputed king of the flow state. Conor has never wavered in his conviction that he is the finest martial artist anywhere in the world. In the beginning, he and his current wife, Dee, barely had enough money to survive. This was especially true in the early days. However, what kept them together was Conor's drive and concentration on achieving success in mixed martial arts. To wake up every day without a single dollar in your wallet and still feel like you are the best in the world requires a particular frame of mind. In addition, he is highly disciplined and even modest in his approach when it comes to training and getting ready for a bout. Conor is of the opinion that the only way to achieve success in the fighting game is to combine arduous labor with obsessive thinking. Therefore, he adheres to a highly stringent training regimen that requires him to devote 100% of his life to it. In his own words, Conor puts a lot of effort into meditating and visualizing the impending battle in preparation for it. Because of this, he always seems calm, relaxed, and focused on what he's doing. Additionally, he can accurately evaluate the circumstances surrounding him and stay one step ahead of his competitors. Conor McGregor's victory over Eddie Alvarez at UFC 205 is an excellent illustration of why he's considered the master of the flow state. Number 2. His excellent stand-up skills. McGregor is one of the best strikers in contemporary MMA and has also a remarkable KO ratio. Given that he transitioned from amateur boxing to MMA, this should not come as a great surprise. Sure, fans can criticize him relying solely on the strength of his left hand. However, as we will soon discover, his style is sophisticated. Conor stands out from the competition thanks to his aptitude for timing, distance, and angles. Conor fights with a southpaw posture and a high reach of 74 inches to avoid takedowns and powerful blows. Conor would strike with the ideal timing, force, and accuracy once he decided to move in. He possesses lightning-fast reflexes that are a gift from God. He's among the few fighters moving forward and backwards during a bout, and many experts regard him as the best MMA defensive boxer. Therefore, he likes to use his counters to eliminate the opponent once they enter his area of effect. But he also does a beautiful job of advancing and making the initial move. He is also incredibly handy, which also allows him to avoid blows and slip them like no other fighter. Because of this, you rarely see him take direct hits or significant damage. Conor has the ability to anticipate threats to him, even though this may sound cliché. He fights the hit and don't get hit style. We're glad to know this knowledge is still keeping you interested. Stay tuned to learn more about his thinking and fights. We've attempted to collect all of these unique studies and would really appreciate it if you could click the subscribe button to our channel Athletic Primestars and smash that like button. Number 3. He has an underrated grappling game. Conor's grappling prowess should be more appreciated. He's a brutal striker who favors a stand-up fight over any other style. Everyone engages in combat based on their respective advantages, however, it would be an understatement to suggest that he is not a good grappler. During his career, Conor has competed against several extremely talented grapplers. On the ground, though, nobody other than Khabib has ever been able to dominate him successfully. Even Khabib had to put in a lot of work to get a takedown and maintain control over Conor after the fact that they were both on the ground. In addition, it's imperative that we recognize the fact that Conor possesses awe-inspiring defensive wrestling talents. Conor puts in a lot of hours of work on his grappling skills to better them. At SBG, he works alongside some of the world's most skilled BJJ fighters and wrestlers. He regularly spars with the top BJJ practitioners such as Dillian Dennis and Gunnar Nelson, who are widely regarded as one of the most accomplished BJJ competitors currently signed with the UFC. Number 4, and how can we even forget his fantastic personality? Every fight promoter's dream is to have a personality like Conor's. He has a sharp mind, is not afraid to speak his mind, exudes flamboyance, and may even be crude at times. Because of all of these factors, he is transformed into a villain everyone admires, which is the most effective marketing strategy in the combat sports industry. If you don't believe us, ask the other guys in WWE. Conor can sense what it is that the fans want, regardless of whether you agree with him or not. If he wants their attention, he will start a significant conflict to get it. If he goes too far, he will do a severe interview in which he will use his charisma and brains to win back his admirers. I mean, the guy is a big deal in the marketing world. Number 5, most importantly, he is an ultimate trash talker. McGregor is widely considered the most skilled trash talker in the annals of mixed martial arts. He can immediately zero in on the aspects of his competitors' personalities that make them vulnerable. Once he gets you talking, he won't stop until he has you utterly convinced of his point of view, and the supporters adore this. Because Jose Aldo was so emotionally invested in the fight, he approached Conor with his chin raised and was knocked out by a counterpunch after only 13 seconds of the competition. This was incredibly odd behavior for Aldo, who had never done anything like this before or after. It serves as the best illustration of how effective Conor's trash talking can be. In short, you must know what an unbelievable fighter he actually is. He has taken over this game with his personality, fighting skills, and trash talking. Well, that topic has now come to an end. If you like the video, then remember to smash that like button and subscribe to our channel Athletic Primestars for further updates. You'll enjoy the other videos that we have for you. Feel free to click on our channel to watch some of them. Nevertheless, tell us how it went, and if you have any suggestions, please include them in the comment section below. We're really interested in hearing what you expect from our content. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.